The hike up to North Dakota's Highpoint, White Butte wasn't that tough. I think for me what was tougher was getting to the trailhead. It's in a pretty remote place in North Dakota, about 2 hours away from Bismarck, about 2 hours away from Rapid City, South Dakota. You're going to have to drive to get there. There's not a lot along the way, but I think that's part of the beauty. And once you peel off of Route 85 just north of Bowman, North Dakota, it gets even prettier riding down these dirt roads as you approach the last few miles to the trailhead. Now, White Butte technically sits within the boundaries of the Little Missouri National Grassland, but it is on private land. Now, luckily right now, the private landowners allow people to come here and hike and do the trail. And when you come into the parking lot here, you just go through this gate. If you'd like to leave a little something as a thank you, you can do that. The trail is in great condition, and obviously they work hard on making this a great experience, and they could easily just close this down if they wanted to. So thank you to the landowners here. The trail is just under 2 miles. It's an out and back. I would say this is easy. There is a little bit of uphill after a first flat stretch, but the uphill is not hard at all, 300 or so feet, until you get to the top, North Dakota's Highpoint, White Butte. There's a small parking area. I would not expect this to be full, although I'm sure it is possible. Some trail guides have the hike starting farther up the road, but you should drive all the way down the road until you get to this parking area here where the road dead ends. Like I just mentioned, you're going to go through the gate at the parking lot. Once you get through, there's a small donation box if you'd like to give a little something. The landowners here have made the main trail very easy to follow. You will see some small unofficial trails going off in different directions. Just stay on the main trail. Have some respect for the land. There's a little bridge here. You'll see it wind around as you go. And as you go farther down the trail, you're going to notice yourself kind of hemmed in by these chalky white cliffs. It used to be called Chalky Butte here. They're Chalky Buttes, this whole area of sedimentary rocks in this Badlands section of North Dakota. And as you see, the temperatures here can be extreme. In the winter, it gets cold and snowy, icy. In the summer, it's going to be hot. Thunderstorms can be humid. So just prepare accordingly. You don't need really special hiking gear for this. If you want to see what I'm using for hiking gear, I keep an updated page. Just search for Hiking Guy, best hiking gear. But for this, I think just fitness clothes makes sense. Just watch out as you're going through this beginning section. Sometimes there can be rattlesnakes off the trail in the grass. If you do see one, just give it a lot of room. It's not going to bother you if you give it plenty of space. At around a half a mile in, you're going to cross a small bridge and then start doing the gradual little climb up here, just a few hundred feet up to the top. But as you go up, if it's windy, it's definitely going to get more windy, as you could see it was on the day I was here. And, just take your time. If this is a tough climb for you, I know it's all relative. Just take your time, make your way up, especially if it's hot out. It'll be a little bit tougher, but, it's not a big mountain, just a little bit of a hill. One of the things I really liked about the climb up here were the beautiful views of the surrounding Badlands, white chalky cliffs. It was really, really a beautiful spot, reminiscent of Badlands National Park, which is not too far from here. And when I say not too far, that's in America West terms, several hours, a few hours away from here, but same feel, same look and feel on this little climb section. And as the trail winds up off to the other side, off to the left, you're going to get views into the Great Plains there. And depending, obviously, when you're here, this could be green, this could be brown, this could be yellow. But again, really beautiful views on the surrounding area here. Then we have one little last steep section up to the summit area. And doing this in the beginning of the winter, I was really surprised at how cold and rugged it was. It definitely felt like I was doing a high mountain peak. And North Dakota can get cold. A couple hours away from here, they recorded the lowest temperature in North Dakota was minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So it can get pretty hardcore, even though it's not a real high altitude climb. Now, the summit area is really nice. There's a little bench where you can soak in the views of the Great Plains around you. It was foggy on the day I was here, but there's also a trail register and a little sign where you can get your picture, where you can take your picture with it if you're bagging the 50 state high points. It's, there's enough here to take home some good memories. And if you want to know what the 50 state high points are that you can actually hike, so taking out mountaineering things like Denali, I have that on my website. It's basically the 50 hikeable high points in the United States. Just go to HikingGuy.com/50 list, and you can see what I found to be the hikeable high points here in the United States. And then when you're done at the summit, you just turn around and go back the way you came up, back to the parking area, and that's the hike.
Any questions? Leave me a comment, and a big thank you to all the supporters who made this video happen. I could not do it without you. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you out on the trails.